Hey everybody, I'm Jenny Harkleroad. I am the owner of Balanced You, where people hire us to put their brain in a whole brain state. What does that even mean? Well, we have heard the rumor for many decades that we only use 10% of our brain. And I'm here to tell you that that is not true. Thank goodness. Where did this story even come from? Well, thankfully, cellular biologist Bruce Lipton just explained it to me in a video. And now I understand. What happened is they were studying the brain and they found that neurons took about 10% of your brain. And they thought neurons were the main component of your brain function. And so they said, you're only using 10% of your brain. But then there was all these other supportive cells they call glial cells. They took up 90% of your brain and they thought they didn't really do a whole lot. They were just connective tissue supportive cells. But turns out they do a whole lot and they really fill out the function of the neurons. So as Bruce described it, he said neurons are like the nouns of a sentence, but you need all the rest of the information to get the full gist of the sentence, right? He also said a neuron is like a stick figure, and if you want a real picture of a person, you really need to fill it out. That's what all those other cells do in the brain. They have so many purposes and functions. So how do you actually use 100% of your brain? Are you automatically using it now that we know that all of those glial cells and neurons are working together? Well, not really. And here's why. Because we are habitual creatures. We repeat patterns, we repeat thoughts, we do the same thing. And those things are in one part of our brain or the other. So there is fascinating information about how you can get the whole brain working. And it's one of our specialties here at Balanced You, helping you get into a whole brain state and really create this super learning potential and possibility where your whole brain can be working. Also, you're healthier, happier, more balanced when you're using both hemispheres of your brain because you have a logical side and you have an emotional side. And if you're off balance, that's exactly how you feel, off balance. So the good news is you're not just using 10% of your brain, you're using a whole lot more. And if you'd like to use 100% of your brain, jump on our website, balancedyou.org, learn more about the power of your subconscious mind, learn more about a whole brain state, how you can get into a situation where you literally use 100% of your brain at all times. Is that a good way to live? I can tell you yes, because I think I do it most often, more often than not, because of all these things I've learned, all these great processes to get my brain engaged and involved in what I'm trying to accomplish in my life. You can do that too. It makes for a wonderful life. I'm Jenny at Balanced You.